Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. If you would like to know why you may have trouble raising your vibration at certain points, continue watching. So there's a very common misconception that I see in the law of attraction and spiritual community. And that misconception is that our vibration is the same as our mood. And that is completely incorrect. Your vibration is the combination of all of your subconscious beliefs and how they align with your higher self, your higher being, or the happiest version of yourself, however you choose to see it. Your mood is just your current emotional state. So your vibration is big picture, and your mood is right now, your emotional state and how you emotionally react right now and in this moment. Your vibration is completely dependent on your subconscious belief system. The highest vibration that we can feel is love. So however you view specific aspects of your life, go ahead and think about that and then compare it to whether you're coming from a place of love within those specific situations, because that's going to determine how high your vibration is in those specific situations and overall. If you are a person who may still be healing from a lot of past incidents, or who may not have experienced a lot of love in your life in general and you're still learning how to love, your vibration may be a little bit lower because you're still learning how to look at situations from an aspect of love. If you're a person who tends to look at everything from a place of oneness and to look at everything from a place of what affects that person affects me, I'll treat other people the way I want to be treated, we all share the same earth, so on and so forth, your vibration is higher because you tend to look at situations from an aspect of love. The example that I want to use in today's video is an adult who may have a strained relationship with a parent. So let's say that this adult has had a rough childhood, and now that they're an adult, they choose to hold a grudge against their parent, and they do not speak with their parent, and whenever they think about their parent, they have a very negative view of that parent. So from a vibrational aspect, the person is affected vibrationally overall. But just because they have a strained relationship with their parent, that doesn't mean that they can't experience happiness on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, it doesn't necessarily affect their mood, but again, it affects their overall vibration. Whenever that person thinks about their parent, they feel negative emotions, and that lowers their vibration. If that person were to think about their parent and choose to practice forgiveness for something that happened in the past, they would then be acting from a place of love, and that would raise their vibration. Your emotions are how you feel in this moment. Your emotions are how you've been taught to respond to external stimulus in the outside world, as in what people say to you, what people do to you, things that happen to you that you can't control. Your emotions are how you have been taught to respond. Something that you may notice is that people who have a higher vibration don't necessarily respond to a whole lot. You may notice that these people, whenever someone says something mean to them, they don't really have it in themselves to say something mean back because they don't really care. They're not affected. Whenever small problems happen, they have this faith that grounds them because, again, they're connected to the bigger picture and they understand that we live in an earth that provides endless love and a universe that provides endless love. You may also notice that people who have a lower vibration tend to react from everything and anything can make them emotionally react because they do not have that foundation of love. They do not have that same faith because their lack of love in their perspective makes them see everything from a fearful perspective and makes them feel like they always have to emotionally react in order to protect themselves. So the two relate because emotions are actually what cause us to leave imprints on our subconscious. When we're learning things when we're little tiny baby children, when we're learning things when we're little, the things that stick are the things that cause us to have the most emotional responses, and then we remember it when we're really young. So, and it can also happen when you're a young adult as well. Things that can be traumatizing or things that are wonderful are the things that usually leave imprints on your mind because you remember them because of the imprint that the emotion left on you. When talking about vibrations and mood, we can go back to that example of a person and their parent. So let's say that that same person is having a decent day. They're not too happy, they're not too sad, they're kind of like in the middle, just coasting, and they start to relive a memory from an experience with their parent. This can go one of two ways. Because this person has been holding a grudge against their parent, their vibration has been constant ever since they've decided to hold that grudge. And every time they relive the memories that made them decide to hold this grudge, they reinstate that feeling. They reinstate that feeling of anger. They reinstate that feeling of pain, all of those negative emotions that they have toward that parent. So if they choose to think about the past and feel the same emotions, they're going to stay in the same place and their vibration is going to stay constant. Now, if that person starts a spiritual journey, if that person chooses to change their perspective and see things more so from a place of love, then when these memories come up, instead of being angry with their parent for the past or choosing to feel the negative emotions, they can more so move to a place of love and say, people aren't perfect. This is something that happened. It's a part of my past, but I love that person for the positive parts of themselves, so on and so forth. A lot of the time, our ego doesn't want us to forgive. Our ego doesn't want us to see things from a place of love because doing that means we're going to grow. And a lot of times our ego does not like when we grow because that means that things are going to change. Our thought process is going to change. And that is scary because our ego does not like change. But if that same person decides to think of these memories from a place of love and forgiveness, instead of feeling that pain that they felt years ago, all of a sudden that pain dissolves because they decided to have an open mind to love, and they're deciding to practice the same love that this universe practices for them. Seeing things from a place of love allows you to have an open heart, and it allows you to be less judgmental. Therefore, you feel more a part of this earthly experience. You don't feel like you have to be perfect. You don't feel like the people around you have to be perfect because you're more willing to let things just be the way they are and love them anyway. So though vibration and mood are not the same, you can definitely use the two to enhance one another. Okay guys, that's all I have for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or if you would like me to expand on anything, make sure you leave a comment down below. Also, make sure to like this video so people know that it has some value and that they should click on it and watch it. And yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can be around for the next video. I love you with all my heart, and I'll see you next time. Bye!